How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at a very weird one. As you can see, this blue box does play up with that camera. It is a Corgi model, but it is a special special edition, really. It was only available to a very selected few people. There was not a lot of these made. This is a Spitfire, as you can see. It is a private registered one after World War II. The aircraft was on display at the 1949 Royal Aeronautical Society Garden Party. Now that sounds like a fancy gathering. And it was, as I said, a very limited release by Corgi in 2005, exclusive to the Aviation Archive Collectors Club. Now this livery, let's see if we can, the box is nothing. It's just blue, very blue. There's nothing special. But the livery, I think, is very special. It's from when it was used in air racing, flown by Air Commodore Allan Wheeler. Ooh, wow, okay. You can't really see much. There's a lot of tissue paper there. Now, Wheeler would fly this aircraft in multiple colour schemes as well, and in air races until 1955. And in 1965, the RAF's Battle of Britain Memorial Flight actually acquired this aircraft, which it still presently has, for those lucky enough to be in the UK to see it in the metal, of course. Now, although the current livery is a military-themed one, I did grab this on eBay, actually, so I have not been a collector club person since 2005. That would make it 20 years old. But as you saw, there was a little collector's card. So, yep, only 1,000 made. So it was very limited. But let us have a look at it. We'll open it up. Come on. That's it. We'll try and get some focus. All right. Now, there is a lot of tissue paper. So this is really well packed. So you've got your little landing gear options in there as per usual. A little stand as per usual. It just goes together nicely. It's got that clear base in this one. And that interesting looking aircraft. Wow. Now, obviously, this will not be armed or anything like that. Oh, man, this actually looks really nice. Well, I bought it because, yeah, it was something that did look a little bit different. So we'll get the landing gear options out of the way. Now, let us have a real good look at this. What do you reckon? Actually, we'll turn it over. We'll put it in flight straight away, and that way we won't have to dick around with that. Is that correct? Obviously, no instructions. That looks a better fit. Now, all right. That's better. So this is how it's going to look in flight. We'll have a real close look underneath first. And it's sort of like it's a satin flat sort of finish, the paint itself. And it's like a dark grey with obviously red code letters on there. But it actually looks really nice. And it is something really, really different. I think eventually this aircraft would have a four-bladed propeller on it, but this is the real early livery that he used during racing. I think it would eventually be blue at some stage, go through a couple of different colour schemes, as I mentioned. You can see the pilot figure in there. Now, it does look to have that cowl that does come off, and there you go. You can see some great engine detail. Now, of course, this, won't appeal to everyone, because it's not, military livery, but I think the livery itself just looked really nice, very unique. That's one of the reasons what drew me to it. And when I did see this on eBay, I just thought, yeah, man, this looks really interesting. I might grab it. But yeah, as I said, no armaments in it or anything like that. So it's clean wings there, but that's how it's going to look. But it is something really different. So you won't get very many Spitfires in your collection in this colour. So yep, very cool. And of course, the usual way, just chuck it on the stand, in your stand holes, nice and tight in there. And that is your Spitfire. Yep, flying, racing, getting ready to race. And I reckon it does look pretty cool. You'll be pretty happy about getting one of these if you do find one. As I said, these are a limited release to about, the 1,000. So they are probably not the easiest to find, but you'll be pretty happy if you do manage to get one of these in your collection. If this is the type of livery you are after. But I reckon we should put some landing gear on this. So let's get it off the stand. And we should be able to just pull these out. And hopefully be able to put the right ones in. Is that correct? Let's have a little look just to make sure. That's definitely, this is the right side for that one, definitely. The wheels do roll really nicely, so if you like to roll your aircraft around. The fitment of the landing gear is very nice too. It seems to be quite solid in there and sits in there nicely. There's some, nice wheel well details. It's in the nice green. That looks pretty cool, but yeah, they roll really nicely. And, well, that is your beautiful Spitfire, ready to race and ready to roll. If you want to chuck it on the deck, on the landing gear, you can roll it around if you do feel like it. But what I do feel like is putting it on the scales. So let us bring these scales in and see how much this racer does weigh. All right, 135 grams. That is awesome. All right. Well, I will wrap up the video now. I thought I'd show you something a little bit different. I like to bring different aircraft to the channel, of course, and hopefully I've done that for you today. Don't forget, if you enjoyed what you saw, yep, some of those my way would be awesome. And feel free to comment below if you want to say something about this particular model or anything in general about our wonderful hobby of collecting diecast. Now, I'll take some photos of this, a bit of close-up photos for those of you that care to watch those, and they will be at the end of the video, of course, with some tunes. All right, and most importantly, thank you, the viewer, for dropping past and checking out another one of my videos. I hope you enjoyed this very unusual Spitfire we had today. All right, thank you so much for watching, and you have an awesome rest of your day. Cheers, everyone.